then that causes problems within our body. And so it restores information, basically, and energy flow in your body. And those are the points that Rick had just pointed out. So, again, it energizes the liquids you drink and the foods we eat by increasing its potency. So, again, it's very important that you wand everything. In fact, let me kind of share a very interesting, very fun story of a demonstration that we had a couple of weeks ago. Rick and I were coming back from Portland. We were up there. Sam Adams was doing his tour, and we flew in to hang out with him and talk to him and see what was going on up there and so on. And on the way back, it was interesting. I was sitting in the aisle seat of our flight, and I crossed my leg, and my wand fell out of my pocket onto the floor in the aisleway. And this gentleman to the right side of me says, "Sir, you dropped your pen," and he picked it up and handed it to me. And I said, "Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But this isn't a pen. This is an incredible technology." He says, "What do you mean? What does this do?" And I said, "Well, listen, what are you drinking?" And he says, I've just ordered a glass of wine. I said, "Fantastic. Get 2 glasses when the flight attendant comes by, and I want to show you an experiment real quick." And he was absolutely blown away by what I was saying. And he says, "Well, tell me what it does." I said, "Well, instead of telling you, I'm going to show you what it does." And so his glass of wine came out. He poured the bottle in 2 glasses, and I wanded, of course, the 1 glass first. And I said, "Taste this wine." And I said, "By the way, are you a wine drinker?" He says, "Absolutely. I enjoy my wines." I said, "Well, good. Taste that glass of wine." And he did. He tasted the second glass of wine, and he jumped back. I mean, literally, he kind of threw his head back, and he says, "Oh, my goodness, what did you do to this wine? This one tastes terrible, and the first one tastes fantastic, the one that you wanted." And pretty soon the gal in front of him says, "What are you guys talking about? What's this wand thing that you're doing?" And I said, "Well, what are you drinking?" She says, "I'm drinking wine as well." I said, "Well, let me wand your wine, and you tell me what it tastes like." And she, too, was taken back by the experience. And then the gal next to her was drinking a cup of coffee, and she goes, "Does it work on coffee?" I said, "You know what? I really don't know. Well, why don't you try it?" So she wanded her coffee, and she goes, "Oh, my goodness, this tastes fantastic." So pretty soon the flight attendants come over, and the 2 flight attendants are hovering over our seat. And I just asked one of them, I said, "Hey, do you have any aches or pains going on?" And one of the flight attendants says, "Yeah, my shoulder's driving me nuts." I said, "Well, would you mind if I just wanded you with this tool, with this device?" It's a technology from Singapore. The company's about 4 or 5 years old in 128 countries. And it's just amazing technology called zero-point energy. And she goes, "Yeah, absolutely." So I just sat there. And she actually kneeled down into the aisle, and I wandered her for about 5 minutes or so. And I said, "Hey, go about your business and let me know if it helped out." Well, just a few minutes later, maybe, 5 minutes, 7 minutes later, she comes by and she says, "I don't know what you did, but my pain is gone." And frankly, as newbies to the company, certainly this becomes more and more validation for us. It's just amazing what we're seeing out there. And pretty soon I had 6, 7. Rick, how many people do we have hovering around our seat?
Well, it looked like about a third of the plane.
It was so funny, and these people were all blown away. In fact, it was really really funny. The flight attendants came back to us just about at the end of the flight, and they said, "We got so wrapped up with you guys that we forgot to hand out peanuts on this flight." So it was so much fun. But the
I bet
bottom
you can
line
guess
is,
which airline we were on.
Yeah, Southwest. We did a great job on Southwest. I think we demonstrated this product through the whole. I think we could have demonstrated if we could have had the PA for a minute. I think we would have demonstrated this product for everybody on that plane. But that's how much fun you can have with this. Let's talk about the Amwand and the quality of the Amwand. The Amwand casing is manufactured using a Type 316 stainless steel. This is a very powerful casing, and it's energized using our proprietary, and this is very important, folks, and we're going to talk about the fact why the black tip was created, a couple of reasons why it was created, but one of the most important things that we all must keep in mind is that this is a proprietary technology, amized fusion technology, AFT, that we have here at Amega. Nobody in the world has this, and it's made under strict quality measures and comes with a serial number. So, one of the, again, let's jump into that. A couple of the reasons why the black tip was created was because of the knockoffs out there. As we know in the world, whether it's Rolex, Gucci, Chanel, whatever it is, there are companies that create these knockoffs. I think we all know that. Well, our attorneys have been very, very successful in shutting down over 400 websites of these knockoff products that claim that these are Amega products. So believe me, there's a lot of companies that will continue. In fact, I remember reading an article not too long ago. The jean company out of San Francisco, the Levi's jean company, has had about $2 billion worth of knockoff jeans, and of course they have a very, very active department. In fact, they're getting very, very serious about shutting these knockoffs out. And what I like about Amega's management team is they're on it right now. They're not going to wait for these knockoff companies to take our market share because we know we have the true Amwand and these guys don't. So I'm really pleased to hear when I hear that. I think the last number I heard was about 475 sites now have been shut down. But let's also keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that the current Silver Point Amwand is a phenomenal product. Don't shut down your business by any means because I promise you the current Silver Amwand has incredible, of course, benefits, and you've all heard and seen the results, and many of you, of course, have been with the company for 4 years, obviously have used that tool. So, continue, of course, to use that tool. The Amwand, the black tip, was created for, again, 2 reasons. Number one, it's an enhanced energy that comes out of it. It's about 30%, actually, it's a little bit over 30% stronger than the silver tip, the current one. But again, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It works phenomenally well. And those of you that have iPhones can appreciate what I'm saying, or any of these phones that come out. But let's talk about the iPhone for a minute. Many of you have the 3 series, and of course the 3G, I should say, and now the 4G is out. And I've got the 4G, but there's a lot of people that have the 3G. In fact, Calvin Starr shares the example of how he upgraded to the 4. But his mom saw no need for the 4 and continued with the 3. Does that mean the 3 is a bad phone? The answer is of course not. So the technology is there in the silver tip, of course, and in the black tip. The black tip again is 30% stronger. And the second reason is to combat the knockoffs out there. The black tip is a patented. It has a worldwide patent on it, ladies and gentlemen. So when these knockoff companies, and then who knows, they'll try to, of course, attempt to probably knock off the black tip as well. But we know that we have the worldwide patent on the black tip patent, and that is huge, ladies and gentlemen. So that's I think one of the biggest points that I want to really drive home tonight here is that it's 30% stronger, more powerful, and secondly, it is a patented product, worldwide patent. So the black tip consists of diamond dust, which again creates it to be a stronger resonance out of the Amwand, and it energizes or is energized by our proprietary amized fusion technology. Again, just like the Silver Point is, and is 30% more stronger than the silver one. The Amwand also, the black tip comes in in a black casing. The silver tip Amwand comes in the brown casing. This comes in a black casing. And again, because of it emitting the 0 point energy, of course, it helps our body reach homeostasis, helps our body, a bioenergetic field, go to 0 point energy, unblocks, and strengthens the energetic flow. The item code on this product is AMW 906. The retail cost is very inexpensive. For 30% more output here, it's only $348. Wholesale price is $313.20, and the Fast Start bonus on it is $31.30, and the BV on it is $218. Again, an incredible tool.